guys, welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video I'm going to be doing a March 2020 DVD Blu-ray update. I ended up getting quite a few more things than I was expecting in March, mostly because with everything going on I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy movies and TV shows, and that's sort of the pile that I ended up with. And yeah, so I didn't go too badly this month. I got 8 movies and 5 TV shows, and most of them I've actually seen, so it didn't work out that badly. But I just thought, you know what, I feel like filming a video, and I'm going to do a monthly DVD Blu-ray update. I don't know if it's going to be I'll do consecutive monthly updates or not. I'll just see how it goes. But I thought for March I would actually film like an old school monthly DVD Blu-ray update. So I'm just going to get straight into it, and I'm going to start off with the movies because these are all from last year, and yeah, as I said, I've actually seen like all these movies, so which if you've been watching my channel for a while you'll know that's a bit of a rarity for me with some of my updates. But anyway, I'm just going to get straight into it, and starting off I have Ad Astra, which I actually thought was a decent sci-fi film. I think I wanted to enjoy it a bit more than what I ended up doing it, because I felt the last act of the film was a bit weak, but I thought leading up to that moment it was like still an enjoyable movie, and I wanted to give it a rewatch, so I picked it up for my collection. So that's Ad Astra. And then I ended up getting Frozen 2, which again, because I saw this at the cinema, I didn't love it as much as the first one, and I have since rewatched it, and I think I still feel the same way. Like, it's not as good as the first Frozen film, but on a rewatch I did appreciate it a bit more, and I enjoyed the songs more. But yeah, this is just sort of because obviously with all the talk that Disney put Frozen 2 out like months earlier than what they were planning, but I still wanted actually a copy for my physical collection. And yeah, it's just a very like easy to watch movie, and sort of it's what I'm trying to aim for like with my movie watching the moment. But yeah, it's an enjoyable film. So that's Frozen 2. And then I finally got around to watching Joker, which I saw at because I never got to it at the cinema, and I waited till it was available to rent, which because I was making my way through the Best Picture nominated films, and this was one of them that I had to see. And yeah, I definitely see why so many people love this movie. I thought it was like it was a good movie, but it wasn't like as amazing as what everyone's saying. But I will say that the score for this was fantastic, and I'm glad that it won for Best Original Score, because it was some of the most memorable music that I've like actually heard from a film. And yeah, it's definitely one I actually do want to revisit at some point, because I only saw it in January. So but yeah, I did quite like this one. So Joker. And then I ended up picking up Knives Out, which I ended up having a lot of fun with when I saw it at the cinema. And so I actually had this with the double bill with Frozen 2. And yeah, out of the two, Knives Out was definitely the one I enjoyed more. This was just a really fun like detective whodunit, like murder mystery, sort of like, it definitely had like a Pyro feel to it. And yeah, I haven't revisited this one yet, but I am looking forward to giving this a watch, because I see like gifs coming up on Tumblr and that of it, and I'm like, I really want to put this on again and like rewatch it. So hopefully at some point I'm going to put this on, because you know, obviously going to have heaps of time to do that now. So that's Knives Out. And then of course I had to pick up Parasite, which won Best Picture at this year's Oscars. This was a fantastic movie. Not my actual favourite out of the Best Picture nominees, but it's like my second favourite, because yeah, my favourite one was Jojo Rabbit, but I actually haven't picked that one up yet, so I do want to get that one. But Parasite was an excellent movie, and yeah, I definitely want to watch more try and get more into foreign language films, because I haven't really watched all that many, but yeah, Parasite was definitely worthy of like all the hype, the awards it got, and yeah, so had to go ahead and pick this up for the collection. And then I did pick up X-Men Dark Phoenix. It was like actually quite, I think I paid like $14 for this on Amazon. It got down to like quite a cheap price, and I was like, I did enjoy the film, so I wanted to go ahead and add it to my X-Men movie collection. It's not my favourite of the like the reboot X-Men films, but I did enjoy this one. Like for what it was, and I think I did it, yeah, if I'm remembering right, I did enjoy this more than Apocalypse, but I thought it was a decent film for what it, yeah, so for what it was, so I wanted to go ahead and pick it up. So X-Men Dark Phoenix, and then of course I got Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. This actually came a few days early. It was, so I think initially it wasn't meant to be out till next week, but no, I'm not complaining, so, because I absolutely love this movie, which I think might be a controversial opinion, but I'm someone who actually loves all the, like, the reboot, not reboot, the sequel trilogy, there we go. Yeah, because I've loved The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker, so it's just, I think for me, I just put on a Star Wars movie and watch it as a Star Wars movie. Like, I don't go in, like, nitpicking it for, like, like, the film's continuity and whether things make sense or that. I just enjoy it because it's a Star Wars film. And, yeah. So, I love The Rise of Skywalker, and I thought it was a good end to the trilogy, and, yeah, well, obviously with everything going on, it's like, who knows if we'll eventually like get like more Star Wars movies and that, but I liked this one, so yeah, wanted to add it to my Star Wars collection, and I have actually just started my annual Star Wars rewatch movie, so I will be rewatching this at some point. So yeah, that's The Rise of Skywalker. And then we have what is possibly like my favourite thing ever. And you will notice it a bit later on that there's a bit of a theme with this update, because I have fallen down a huge Batman like rabbit hole. I've been devouring like everything. It's like graphic novels and yeah, like any TV shows remotely connected to Batman I've been watching. And this one in particular is sort of one that I was like, I read the graphic novel for it, and because I borrowed it from the library, and then I found out they did an adaptation like for their DC animated universe, and I was like, I need to watch this. And that's Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was so much fun, and yeah, I loved every second of it. It's very different. Well, I want to say it's very different from the graphic novel, but they did change some aspects of the storyline, because one of the main plots with the graphic novels was that there were separate universes, but in this one it's the Ninja Turtles exist in the same universe as Batman does, so that whole element of that plot, because they had to get back to their own universe, but so that one's a bit different, but I just had so much fun with this. And one thing I did actually like about it was, because this one features Damian Wayne as Robin, and I liked how like actually much of a kid he was in this, because like what I know of him from the comics and that, yeah, it's just, he had some really good, like really cute moments, and yeah, I just loved everyone's interactions. And yeah, the fight with is it Ra's Ghul, I think that's how you say his name, and like Leonardo's like takedown of him was like incredible. And it's like, because I was watching this and I was I was watching the fight unfold, and I was like, okay, Leonardo just became my favourite turtle, and yeah, so, but yes, I had to get this for my collection, and I can't wait to revisit this as well. So that's Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then we sort of get into the TV shows. So the first one that I have is Blackadder. This is the complete collection. I have seen, like I've previously watched this because I ended up checking this out on Stan last year, I believe it was. And I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to sort of pick it up for my own collection. And yeah, it was a pretty decent price on Amazon. So I went ahead and picked it up. So, yeah, I think probably I really enjoyed the second and the third series of Blackadder. I thought out of everything they were the ones I enjoyed the most, but overall I thought this was a really like interesting show, and yeah, definitely wanted to add it to my collection. So that's Blackadder. And then I'm trying to keep on top of the Doctor Who classic releases, like, because they're now coming out with the animated ones for the ones that are missing. So I picked up Doctor Who, the Macra Terror. I have listened to this as an audio because I do have all the missing episodes as audios. So yeah, but I wanted to get the DVD, like, to complete the, like, to make the collection as complete as possible, because I do have plans to do a rewatch of Doctor Who, because I did start, like, I rewatched An Unearthly Child when series 12 finished, and I had plans to sort of yeah, rewatch like the classic Who and then rewatch the new Who. I haven't made much of a dent in it yet because I've been a bit sidetracked with as I mentioned, with my Batman obsession, so I haven't quite gotten to rewatching Doctor Who yet, but I will hopefully at some point get more into it, so with the rewatch. So I did pick this up for whenever I do get round to getting to the second Doctor story. So that's Doctor Who, the Macra Terror. And then I picked up, to complete the collection, I got Game of Thrones Season 8. Again, controversial opinion. I enjoyed Season 8. I mean, yes, I would have liked more time to sort of develop some of the, which it would have taken more time to develop some of the plot threads in here, but I thought overall Season 8 was a decent conclusion to the series, and this was $20 on Amazon, so I thought, you know what, it's a good enough price. So, and I wanted to have all 8 seasons on Blu-ray, so yeah, so that's Game of Thrones Season 8. And then we sort of get into shows that I was particularly excited to pick up this month, and one of them I actually haven't seen yet because I've been focusing on, like, hasn't been the main focus of my TV watching this month, but I did pick up Batman Beyond, which I'm really excited to get to because I've heard really fantastic things about this show, and if it's anything like the other one that I've picked up, I'm really looking forward to delving into more Batman. And I do know this one takes place in the future, like it's not Bruce Wayne as Batman, it's what's his name, Terry McGinnis, who I'm not overly familiar with. I've only really read one story where he was Batman in the thing, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this one's like because I've heard really fantastic things about this show. So I got Batman Beyond. And then last but certainly not least, and this has been basically what's taken up most of my TV watching time this month, and I got Batman the Animated Series, and everyone was right about this show because everyone, like, I've heard nothing but amazing things about this, and how, like, Kevin Conroy's Batman's like the best version of Batman, and I loved every second of watching this. It's had some of the best TV episodes I've ever seen. Yeah, probably off the top of my head, I really liked the introduction of Two-Face, how they did Harvey Dent becoming Two-Face. I really liked that episode. And then, what was the one where he met the, where he meets the actor who played like one of his favourite childhood heroes. I really liked that episode. And yeah, there's a lot of like episodes like that. And then also in the new Adventures of Batman and Robin, which I don't think many people like as much, but I did enjoy it, and because Over the Edge was one of my favourite episodes of that, and like overall episodes, because when I was watching it I was just like, wait, what's happening? And then I was like, I mean, I did figure out probably a bit into it that it had to be someone's dream, so because I was like, I don't think the show would go that dark, but yeah, I've been loving like everything Batman like lately, so yeah, and I've just well, I've still got a few different shows to check out, like Batman Beyond. I've got the live action Batman still to watch, and then I think there's like Young Justice, and which I know is not technically Batman, but yeah, I basically just want anything remotely superhero related to the DC universe, but yeah, I'm slowly making my way through it, and then obviously graphic novels and stuff as well, so I've got a lot of things to keep me occupied, but anyway, I'm going to stop actually rambling about this, but I did pick up Batman the Animated Series, and yes, definitely my favourite purchase this month, so that's that one. And there we have it. So those are the 13, well, 2 DVDs and 11 Blu-rays that I picked up for March 2020. I don't know, as I said, I don't know if there'll be one for April, but we'll sort of see what happens. So there may be a DVD Blu-ray update in April. There may not be, but yeah, I just thought I was in the mood to film a video, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do an update, so, because it's ones I always like doing for my channel, so yeah, I'm just going to stop it here. So thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye!